All right, hello everybody. Welcome citizens of Cibolo. This is the City Council wrap-up show for the meeting we had on September 12th, 2023. Tonight at the City Council meeting, we took a look at the approval for a resolution for the City of Cibolo to ratify the property tax rate. And so last year, our property tax rate was 0.4835 cents per $100 of property valuation. And what we did tonight was we actually lowered the property tax rate to 0.4699. So our property tax rate went down by 1 penny, 0.36. So we did lower the property tax rate for all of our citizens tonight. And also we tabled a item that had to do with a MUD. And so what a MUD is, it's a municipal utility district. And so we had a developer come to the City of Cibolo and request for a municipal utility district to be formed in our ETJ, in Cibolo's ETJ. And so the developer that came requesting the MUD was the City Council did not have quite enough information tonight to be able to make a decision one way or another. So we did table that, but look for that in the future. Also tonight, we had an item on the agenda that had to do with the rezoning of 143 acres of property between Town Creek Road and Weedner Road to be rezoned from single family 2, which is SF2, which normally allows about 2 houses per acre. And that was being requested to rezone to SF4, which would be about 4 houses per acre, about a quarter acre per lot. In that particular item, the developer did withdraw the application, and so it will not be voted on. It was not voted on tonight, and it will not be reviewed by City Council in the near future. It may be brought back in a few months from now. Also, there was a disapproval of an ordinance from the city, by the City of Cibolo, as far as a conditional use permit. And this one has been a hot item that we've been looking at for the past few meetings. It had to do with a concrete batch plant that's located over there near I-10. And it was operating for at least the past 12 months lately, but the owner of that concrete batch plant did request a CUP, which is a conditional use permit, in order to operate their concrete batch plant within Cibolo city limits. And that CUP the CUP was denied by a 7-0 vote. Also, we were looking, we did see 2 new ordinances that came across from Mr. Hansen from our building inspections division that has to do with strengthening our foundation requirements. So we did approve 2 new ordinances with a 7-0 vote on both of them to strengthen our foundation requirements here in Cibolo for all new homes that are built in Cibolo moving forward. Also, we had a discussion on a resident survey. So we did have a gentleman from Texas State University come out to talk about putting out a survey that will be mailed out to all of our citizens this fall. And it'd be a great survey for us to find actionable information, such as if the citizens of Cibolo would be interested in going to twice-a-week trash pickup. That's just an example of a potential question we could put on that survey. So we're looking to include some really good information on there that every citizen will be given the opportunity to respond to that survey. And to give you a little bit more information about the budget that was approved tonight, we did come up with a budget that has a revenue of $62 million. And like I said earlier, we did lower the property tax rate from 0.4835 to 0.4699. So we're excited to be able to lower the tax rate to help out the citizens of Cibolo. And part of that budget includes $129,000 mandate. And so that's actually a mandate that was mandated by the legislature of the state of Texas, House Bill 3, which requires for all public schools to have at least one SRO, which is a police officer within the public schools. And so the city will add 4 new SROs. Also, one of our goals within this budget is to decrease the debt. And so by doing that, we're going to make some early payments on existing debt and early principal retirement of $1.105 million. So a little over 1.1 million bucks. And paying that early, paying the principal early will generate a cost savings for the city of $414,795. So a little over 400 grand we'll save in interest payments. Also, we did budget for Cibolo Fest, $30,000. We're very excited about that event coming up next month on October 28th. Also, within the budget, we have a retail market study that will be performed that will take a look at how best Cibolo can position itself to attract excellent retail opportunities to our city. Also within our budget will include fire ISO study, and within that study what we'll be doing is taking a look at the existing capabilities within our fire department as well as our water system, and being able to take a look at some strategic recommendations that could help us within a future ISO rating study to be certified. Also, we had a resident study that we talked about earlier, which we could potentially put the twice weekly trash pickup. And we have a animal services facility that we're looking to improve as far as our animal services facility. And with that, we have $500,000 that we are budgeting towards the animal services facility. And so a lot of citizens wrote in tonight asking for $50,000 to go towards the animal shelter. And so actually we're going to not just do $50,000, but we're going to do 10 times that amount. And so we're very excited to be helping out with the shelter here in Cibolo. Also within our budget is $17.63 million, and that includes over $1 million to reconstruct Dean Road, over $1.2 million to reconstruct Bolton Road, and almost $4 million to reconstruct Lower Seguin Road. We're also spending $1 million on a fire engine and $1.8 million on a fire ladder truck, fire engine with a ladder. And then also the Public Works fleet, which is the vehicles for our Public Works department. We're looking to spend $675,000. And also we're looking to invest $100,000 within this year budget to purchase some property over at Warbler Woods Bird Sanctuary that we could use for a future ball fields on the north side of our city. Also, we have some park renovations earmarked at $750,000. And so all in all, we're looking at almost $6.5 million to spend on roads within this 17.63 CIP budget. So we're really excited about that. And just to give you all some information on where our tax dollars go. So for every dollar that we receive in our general fund, about half of that money goes to pay for police and fire. And so the rest of the money to fix roads and pay for staff and planning and economic development, has to come for the other half of the dollar. So just to let everybody know that about half of every dollar we receive goes to police and fire. So thanks you very much, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and we'll be back after the next council meeting with another wrap-up show. Have a good night.